I'm Chase Gore.
I'm Chris Gore.
This is the Slot-T-Mafia Show. We're back in the studio once again tonight, brought to you by Daniel Montoya with Monument Realty. Any realty needs that you need in Andrews, get with Daniel and the crew. They'll take care of you. Also, special thanks to my co-host, Chris Gore, for being here and talking some Andrews Mustang football. So, Chris, this last Friday night, Pecos come to town. It ended up being a really good battle.
Yeah, it was.
And, Chris, why don't you go ahead and and then before I get into the stats, go ahead and kind of let the people out there know what happened.
Yeah, second district game, Pecos was on 0-1. We were 1-0. First half was kind of back and forth. I think we talked about it. Pecos came out ready to play. I think they had the lead at halftime.
17-13.
17-13. And they did have some nice drives. Mustangs came out in the second half, made some really nice adjustments on defense, really shut them down until there at the end of the game. Offense had a lot of big plays, had the long screen pass, had several long runs. I think the final score was 33-23. Big, anytime it's a district win, it's a good win. Must move the Mustangs to 2-0 on the season, setting up the showdown with the Chiefs Friday.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and get into that Pecos game just a little bit on the recap. So they really stymied us. We couldn't run the traps. They were switching in and out between a four-man and a five-man front. That five-man front was really getting us. And they were just penetrating, putting their ears back. They were just penetrating in the backfield.
Had some big kids.
Andrews, great play call there in that first touchdown. Colin Kelly, 65-yard screen pass. Jace Mendoza, it was set up.
Perfect.
We have Lyman. I know we had Lyman 50 yards down the field blocking. Great play call. Also later, we had a 66-yard run by Bo Hudson, which I was kind of lucky and kept saying we need to try that speed sweep. Right after I'd said that, we run it. He breaks at 66 yards. We kind of pinned him in, got to the outside. Pullers were there. We had so many pullers down the field there wasn't nobody to block.
There wasn't nobody to block,
because all their people were pinned in the box. Later in the second half, great adjustments by the play callers.
Absolutely.
They started running that it's kind of off tackle. It's kind of it's a lead to the fullback, but instead of right up the middle, it's kind of off tackle.
Yeah.
Bo Hudson broke another 46-yard run. Late in the game, Blas Hernandez had a 30-yard touchdown run. Really, in the first half, they had a trick play pass. They had a 30-yard trick play pass, and then they had the bogus interference call in the end zone. Those two plays really kept them in that game in the first half. Second half, Andrews come out, made the adjustments, did what they had to do. Also, big shout-out to Raider Harvey. Second week in a row, big interception late in the game to shut her down.
Big play.
Also, big shout out to linebacker Sammy Saldivar and Xavier Cruz. Really calling the game. Saldivar started really reading it there, especially in the fourth quarter, and he just kind of he was busting through. Yeah, and it really took over. Great win for the Mustangs, going 2-0 in district. That'll go ahead and retire that one.
Last time we'll see Pecos probably for many years.
Now we're going to move into this week, San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs.
Big game.
Undefeated in district as well.
Yeah.
They're sitting, so we'll go ahead and go into that. So they had 9-8 returning from last year, 9 offense, 8 defensive. From last year, there was a 2-9 season. Now, stud quarterback, his name is Chris Alviso. He's 6'1", 185. He can throw, and when he needs to run, he can.
Can run, yeah.
They like to spread you out, 4 and 5 wides. Don't really do a whole lot of running. They're going to spread you out, and they do have some. Yeah, and they got some playmakers on the outside, and I believe they have a freshman or sophomore that's really good as well. All-time record between Andrews and San Angelo. Andrews leads 40-7.
Wow.
All-time. First meeting between these two teams was in 1954.
Oh, wow.
The last time San Angelo beat Andrews was 2002.
2002
was the last time.
23 years.
And so to set this up, Andrews is 4-5 overall, 2-0 in district. Lakeview is 7-2, 2-0 in district. In district, Andrews' offense is averaging 30.5 points a game. Their defense is giving up 21 points a game. And Lakeview is averaging 59 points of offense per game, but their defense has given up 31.
Give them a lot of points.
So, Chris, what do you know about San Angelo?
Yeah, we've talked about it off and on. San Angelo, Lakeview's, their program has struggled, been down for a long time. I was talking to Coach before we came on air. That coach is about his 8th year there. I remember his first year there in 2017. Andrews went down there. I think we beat him like 75-17. And they've struggled since then. But, the last couple of years, you have seen a little bit of improvement. Coach, talking to him before the game, kind of like you hit on, Chase, got a good quarterback. He said they had a really fast running back and a couple of fast guys outside. He said that their blocking up front was a little unconventional, and they have given up a lot of points this year. To call it like it is, Lakeview has not played a schedule like Andrews has. I think probably if we played their schedule, we're probably 9-0. That being said, they're 7-2. They're on a roll. They beat Pecos 42-14. They put 76 on Big Spring last week. They're going to be fired up. This is probably the biggest game for Lakeview in probably 30 years. You're not used to going to San Angelo Stadium. I wish we were playing in that old stadium, that old Lakeview Stadium on the north side. But, they're going to have a lot of fans there Friday. They're going to be fired up. It's going to be a great atmosphere for the district championship. I think it's one of those deals. They have not beaten us in so long. The current kids have never beaten us. I think it's going to be one of those deals of momentum. They're going to score some points, but, talking to Coach before the game, he's fixing to come and share this as well. Obviously, like all year long with our offense, we want to control the ball, keep their offense off the field, long, sustained drives, but you got to get points. I'm excited. It's going to be, like we said, for the district championship. First time Lakeview's had a game like this, probably the biggest game in 25, 30 years, and they'll be ready. But I like the Mustangs' chances.
I know we always talk about, and me and you through work, we're driving, and it's always, you got to keep in perspective, football is a game of matchups.
Yep.
It's hard to say, well, this team beat this one and that one beat that one that bad. Pecos matched up well against us.
No.
It's 33-23. My predicted score was 35-21.
Close.
And I knew it would be a close game. They're big up front.
Yeah,
they were going to try to power ball us, which they did for a little while.
They did.
And they just matched up well. This week, I think it's the opposite. I think we match up well against San Angelo. And I think if we can ball control the ball, take care of the football, not turn it over,
finish with points,
not have some special team gaffes or anything like that, this game's going to go down the wire and could be an instant classic.
Maybe no overtime, yeah.
So that's what we're looking for, and looking forward to going down there Friday night. And we know we'll be live streaming it.
Absolutely.
Concho Sports Network, because they ain't got nothing else going on.
No.
So they're going to be there going live as well. So it's going to be a big battle in San Angelo. And hope everybody can get there Friday night, 7 o'clock, San Angelo Stadium. Andrews to be taking on the Chiefs. The Mustang News Network, we will be live streaming the game on our Facebook, our YouTube. If you can't get to the game, you can always watch us. Also, a big special shout out to our sponsors of the live stream, Sewell family of Andrews, for everything that they do for Andrews football and sports. Also, Watson Packer does our first downs. Chemical Services does the halftime show. And then also we have Redneck Paradise Bar and Grill, the official watch party sponsor of the Mustang News Network. So lot of availability out there. District championship on the line. So let's either watch it or let's get down there and root these boys on.
This will be we have an opportunity to win our third district championship in a row.
Friday. Third district championship in a row. So now we're going to go ahead and move on from that. We're going to go into our pick'em section.
How are we looking?
And my co-host here he's sitting 61-29 on the year, and I'm sitting 65-26 on the season. I got to make up
some ground, man.
And that Big Spring game got you a point last week. You got me 2 points. All right, here we go. Big Spring at Pecos.
Man, that's a matchup. That's a matchup to see who can avoid playing Stephenville in the first week. I saw both teams. Like you said, and you're right, football's about matchups. You can't really compare scores. It's about how you match up. Just by watching both teams the last 2 weeks, I honestly thought Pecos was a better football team than Big Spring. They're playing in Pecos because Big Spring's had their last 2 games at home. I'm going to say Pecos 34, Big Spring 33.
All right, and I got Big Spring 28, I got Pecos 17. Game number 2, Seminole at Monahan.
Yeah, that'll be a blowout. Monahan's looking to finish the year 1-9. Seminole, they lost to Greenwood last week 10-3. Who saw that coming? That defensive battle.
My kind of football.
Yeah, that's something that would have never bet on that. But at any rate, Seminole big. Seminole 69, Monahan 6.
All right, Seminole 70, Monahan's zilch. Game number 3, big barn burner, Snyder at Greenwood.
Oh yeah, it's kind of the same thing, opposite way. I think Snyder's going to finish the year 0-10. They've been down the last several years. Greenwood's, like we've talked about, really good team. Probably going to play 12, 13 ball games this year. Greenwood 56, Snyder 6.
All right, Greenwood 50, Snyder 0. Game number 4, Canyon at Canyon Randall.
That'll be a good game. I think those playoff. I think the playoffs are already set up there. I think you've got West Plains, Randall, Canyon, and Dumas. Yeah, I think Hereford and Pamper are the odd ones out. We've seen Canyon, and we're very familiar with Randall too, having played them the last 3 or 4 years, 4 years in a row, maybe 5. Canyon's hard-nosed team, but Randall's got a little bit more skill. I'm going to say Randall 35, Canyon 28.
All right, I got Randall 28-14. Game number 5, Midland High at Permian.
Permian. Hey, they lost that first game to Plano, and they hadn't lost a game since. Hats off to them on a good year. Midland High struggled this year. Played Lee tough last week, but Permian. I'm going to say Permian 42, Midland High 28.
All right, I got Permian 40, Midland High 10. Game number 6, Friendship at San Angelo Central.
I guess that is probably. So you've got Permian, you've got Lee. That's for the 3rd and 4th place spot, I think, because Odessa High and Midland High are pretty much out of it. Those both. Friendship struggled this year. They've been good the last few years. They're down a little bit this year. Central, I think, has kind of been middle of the road. Haven't been near what they have been historically the last 3 or 4 or 5 years. It's in Lubbock.
Okay.
Well, Andrews is playing at San Angelo Stadium Friday, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So up in Lubbock, I'm going to say Friendship 24, Central 21.
All right, and I'm going to go Friendship 35, Central 28. Game number 7, Odessa High at Midland Lee.
Oh, wow, yeah. Has Odessa High won a game, have they? Okay, Midland Lee beat Midland High last week. They certainly have better skilled people playing over in Midland. I'm going to say Midland Lee 49, Odessa 7.
All right, I got Lee 56, Odessa High 14. Game number 8, moving to college, BYU at Texas Tech.
Man, that's going to be a good game. College game day in Lubbock, first time in like 18 years. I want Tech to win. Losing to Arizona State was not on my radar, but they are in Lubbock. BYU's undefeated. If Tech wants any chance of making the playoffs, they have to win. Game day's there, so I'm going to say Tech 38, BYU 37.
All right, I got Tech 35-28. Game number 9, Texas A&M at Missouri.
That'll be a good game. 11 a.m. kickoff. A&M laid it on them last year in College Station. A&M's a heck of a lot better this year. Probably, in my opinion, right now the top team in the country. Missouri stumbled a couple of times, even though it's at Missouri. I'm going to say A&M 41, Missouri 28.
All right, and I think this is going to be the one that gets Texas back in the door. I'm going upset city. I'm going the black and gold of Missouri. I'm going to go 35-34 over A&M. Game number 10, moving to the NFL, Eagles at Packers.
Be a good game. Packers lost the other day. That was surprising.
Matchups.
It is. Love's been a little inconsistent. The Eagles run the ball. I'm going to say Philadelphia 27, Green Bay 20.
Eagles, I would run at number 11 all day long.
Yeah.
I got Eagles 21, Packers 17, and bonus game, Andrews at San Angelo Lakeview.
All right, here we go. This is where I'm going to make up my my deficits for the pick'ems. I'm going to say Friday night, I'm going to say Dante Lozano is going to kick a field goal in overtime, and Andrews is going to win 47-45.
Ooh, put me on the spot, are we? All right, I'm going to say Andrews 42, Lakeview 41.
Gonna be a good game.
So All right, folks, that's going to conclude the Pick'em section. We'll be right back with the Andrews High School coach and some players. All right, we're back here live in the studio. Slot-T-Mafia Show, brought to you by Daniel Montoya with Monument Realty. Any realty needs that you need in Andrews, get with Daniel and the crew. They'll take care of you. And I got a special guest right here to my left, and I'm going to let the gentleman introduce himself.
My name is John Clanton, fourth year in Andrews, and I help with the D-line.
All right, and Coach Clanton, also you help out with baseball as well, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, awesome. Great to have you on the show. Thank you for coming on.
Sure.
We appreciate it. We also, special thank you, everything that you do. And coaching it's a time-consuming sport. You give a lot. You give a lot to other people, and sometimes your own family gets less of you.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you very much. So, Coach Clanton, I want to go ahead and jump right into it and talk about, so this Friday night, huge implications, not only for district championship, but also seeding for playoffs.
Big.
How has this week of preparation so far been getting ready for Lakeview?
I think it's been great. The kids come every morning, bright and early, ready to work hard, ready to get coached up. And based on this week, I think both sides of the ball are ready to go.
Awesome.
Chris, I know you had a good question for Coach.
Yeah, Coach, we were visiting a little bit before. Kind of give us a little bit, offensive and defensive, just a little quick overview of what y'all seen on Lakeview on film this week.
Y'all kind of hit on it already. Offensively, their quarterback throws it around a lot. He can run if he needs to. They got a couple of receivers that can catch it and pretty fast. And if they're in space, it's going to be some trouble. But our defense pretty good. We're going to be moving around a lot, getting all 11 hands to the ball.
Secondary is our strength.
Secondary is our strength. We got some young bucks that play D-line, and those kids are ready to get after it.
Awesome.
Yeah, and Coach, so on this that y'all been watching on film with them, is there anything as far as on the special teams in that y'all see that y'all have to be prepared for?
Their kickoff is, in my opinion, unconventional. They got three guys that kind of step back, and their quarterback's one of them. He'll run up, act like he's going to kick it, and then number 12 boots it out of the end zone almost every single time.
Okay. And then as far as on their return team, they have some of those guys back there in the back that y'all really got to be prepared for?
Yeah, they got a couple speedsters back there. They either try to hit it between the hash of the numbers, and our kickoff team's pretty fast too. We just get down there and cover, we'll be just fine.
All right, Coach. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you the floor. And anybody out there in Mustang Nation, anybody that you want to give a special shout out to?
My wife, for sure. You kind of hit on it. Long nights, long days, long hours. We had a son last spring. He's only 6 months old. So
Congratulations.
She's taking care of both of them. I got a 3-year-old and a 6-month-old, and she's holding the fort down at home. So.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And, well, Coach, we appreciate you coming on. We're going to be there Friday. We're going to be rooting for you guys.
Yes, sir.
I know that you guys will have them very prepared. The kids will be ready to play. And great this last Friday night, seeing the adjustments at halftime. I mean, it was nice, very nice. Yeah. And in the screen pass call to
nice, loved it,
to the runs off tackle, and it even changing up some of the blocking schemes. It was just very nice. Defensively, you could see the adjustments also made. So congratulations to you guys, and thank you guys. And you guys go get them this Friday night.
Good luck Friday, Coach.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're back here live in the studio. Slot-T-Mafia Show, brought to you by Daniel Montoya with Monument Realty. Any realty needs that you need in Andrews, get with Daniel and the crew. They'll take care of you. I got an Andrews Mustang football player right here in the studio, and I'm going to let the gentleman introduce himself.
My name is Aiden Quintanilla. I go by AQ. I am number 15. I'm a junior, and I play safety.
All right, AQ. And how long you been playing football? When did you start?
I started playing football in first grade.
In first grade?
Yes,
Was there
sir.
someone or anybody that got you interested in playing?
I'd say Odell Beckham Jr. Watching him as a young kid, man, he just really.
You remember that catch against the
Oh
Cowboys?
yeah, that right there.
He was something before he got hurt, man. Yeah.
All right, Chris, I know you had a question for AQ.
Yeah, hey Q. So glad to have you on the show. You know, we kind of went over it with Coach, and we ask this pretty much every week. During this week of preparation, teaching, and also film study, what are some things from a defensive back perspective you guys have to be on your toes with as far as the Lakeview Chiefs passing game is concerned?
So I would say for us, we got some athletes back there. I would say we have a very strong secondary, but mainly just being able to play through the hands. They got some guys that they'll go up there, they'll get the ball, and we just got to be able to keep playing through.
Awesome.
And now, watching them on film, is there any receivers or quarterbacks that y'all seen on film that y'all really going to have to be on your A game?
I would say they're definitely all athletes. They have a pretty big guy on the outside, number 14. Pretty good athlete, but I know our guys. I would definitely bet on us rather than.
Awesome.
Gotcha. And how has this week of preparation been so far, getting ready for San Angelo? How has the workouts been?
Man, they've been good. Since Monday, we've really just been locked in, just knowing what we got to do to get this district championship. And I would say all the guys are hyped. We know what we need to get done, and we're all pretty locked in,
Ready to rock and roll.
Yes, sir.
Now I want you to give me two names out there on the team, guys behind the scenes that are working hard. You want to give a shout out to?
So definitely Colton Figueroa and Julian Rodriguez, two guys that are they don't really get much attention, but two guys right there that they're always working hard, and just whenever their time comes, they're gonna be ready.
They'll be ready to rock and roll. And I want to look at this camera right here. I wanted you to give a shout out to whoever in the world that you like.
I want to start off with, of course, God. We wouldn't be here without him, so of course him. Yes, sir. And then my family. I don't know what I would do without them.
Awesome.
They really just motivate me every day to keep on going and be a better at everything I do in life.
Awesome.
And we're going to be there Friday night, and we're going to be cheering you guys on. It's district championship, big ball game.
A lot of fun.
Everybody
It'll be
do
fun.
their job, be ready to rock and roll, and you guys go get them.
Good
Yes,
luck,
sir.
Friday, man. Go get them.
Thank you.
All right, we're back here live in the studio. Slot-T-Mafia Show brought to you by Daniel Montoya with Monument Realty. Any realty needs that you need in Andrews, get with Daniel and the crew. They'll take care of you. I got another Andrews Mustang football player here live in the studio, and I'm going to let the gentleman introduce himself.
Jaden Bustamante, number 12. I'm a junior, and I play safety and special teams.
All right, Jaden, and how old were you when you started playing?
I was about 5, 6 years old. Yes,
5 or
sir.
6?
Yes,
Was
sir.
there anybody out there or someone or something that got you interested in playing football?
Definitely my dad, for sure. He's always pushed me to play a real man sport and really get going.
I like it.
I like to hear that.
Yeah, I like to hear that.
Puts a big old smile on my face right
me
there.
too.
Sir.
And
Real man
appreciate
sport.
it. Good job, Dad. Now, how has this week of preparation been getting ready for the district championship this Friday night?
It's been good. All the guys been locked in. We've been all really getting some good looks with the JV. We would say we have to be ready for their passing game for sure. And then their big quarterback says he's a good scrambler. That's all I see from the film, really, is that he can throw it when he needs to, but mostly just scrambling.
Gotcha. Now, Chris, I know you had a good question.
Yeah, so you play safety like
sir.
your predecessor. So what are some things you've seen on film, some things as far as teaching during practice preparation this week that you guys are really going to have to be on your toes as far as their offense goes?
Probably their outside guys. They got some speed. They have the big number 4, but the other receivers, man, they got crazy speed. But I believe in our guys, and our speed matches up well.
Awesome.
Now, when you're watching them on film, is it more take a whole lot of deep shots, or is it a whole bunch of little wide receiver screens, and then they kind of get you sucked
Mix
in and
them
then
in.
hit you deep?
Yes, sir. They do both. They can go deep if they really want to. Then they'll hit some little screen passes, but when the screen is hitting, then they'll just get us on the screen and go.
I got you. Now, appreciate you coming on the show. We enjoy watching you guys, getting to follow you. I want you to give me 2 players' names out there behind the scenes that are always working hard.
I'm gonna have to say Dante, our kicker. Rely on him some big times, and then I'd have to say Aiden Marquez for sure.
Awesome.
Awesome. Y'all hear those names out there. Now I want to go ahead and you can look into this camera here. You have the floor. You can give a big shout out to whoever you like.
I give a shout out to my family. Nothing would be possible without them. And then my grandma back home. She's always there for me, caring for me, checking up on me when she needs to. And yeah.
Awesome. Well, Mr. Bustamante, we appreciate you coming on the show. Been watching you guys all year. We're pulling for you guys. We're going to be there Friday night.
Can't wait.
Yes, sir.
Have these boys up, playing hard. Enjoyed the big pop that you laid on the special teams
nice.
play.
Yes, sir.
And my brother's up there going, "Whose number is that?" And I'm like, "It's Bustamante." And so appreciate you coming on the show, man. Go get them.
Good luck Friday, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, we're back here in the studio, brought to you by Daniel Montoya with Monument Realty. Any realty needs that you need in Andrews, get with Daniel and the crew. They'll take care of you. I got another Andrews Mustang football player here live in the studio, and I'm going to let the gentleman introduce himself.
My name is Brody Nelson. I'm number 16. I'm a junior outside linebacker.
Oh, Mr. Nelson. Yeah. Okay. We've heard a lot about you, called your name.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's good to be able to we get to put faces with these guys.
Absolutely.
Very nice. Thank you for coming on the show.
Yes, sir.
So, Brody, this week, getting prepared for Lakeview. How was the preparation and how has the practice been?
Man, we've been watching a lot of film. We've been having our JV set up some good scout plays for us. They try to throw the ball a lot, obviously. We got to keep that quarterback contained. Stay prepared for that.
Chris, I know you had a good question.
Yeah, some kind of along Chase's lines. So from your outside linebacker position, you talked about watching film, getting good looks from the JV in practice. What are some things from as far as your position goes that you're going to have to really be on your toes for against Lakeview?
Yeah, we're gonna have to be keeping that quarterback contained inside the pocket. Can't let him scramble. Got to watch for them dig routes, little solo curl routes that are just little short routes.
Might
They
be
try
able to
and give us.
pick one of those off.
Yeah, try to pick one of them off. Yes, sir.
Nice, very nice. Did you ever think you're on varsity this year and you're going down to San Angelo, big game, Friday night, for all the marbles?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever? How does that feel?
It's just another game.
Just another game.
That's where you look
ready
at
to
it.
rock and roll.
Yes, sir.
All right. I want you to go ahead and give me two players out there behind the scenes that are always working hard.
I want to give a shout out to the JV team for giving us a good scout every single week.
Awesome.
Also want to give a shout out to our kicker, Dante. Comes up clutch every single time. So,
He does.
yeah.
Is that good? I like that. I like
Big
that.
pickup, big add-on this year.
And then I want you to look in this camera right here, and I want you, anybody you want, a big shout out to.
I want to give a shout out to my family, especially my mom and dad. They do a lot for me, do just about everything. I love them with all my heart. So
Awesome.
Thank you guys.
We appreciate you coming on. We're going to be there Friday. Big game, San Angelo, 7 o'clock. Have these boys ready.
Yes, sir.
Y'all go get them.
Yes, sir.
Let's bring home another title.
Yes, sir.
District championship.
Yes, sir. I'm excited.
All right, that's going to conclude this episode of the Slot-T-Mafia Show, brought to you by Daniel Montoya with Monument Realty. Any realty needs that you need in Andrews, get with Daniel and the crew. They'll take care of you. Also, a special thank you to my co-host, Chris Gore,
Yes, sir.
for being here. Special thanks to Coach Clanton for being here tonight. These young Mustang football players, these guys right here, coaches and players, they put a lot of time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears into this. We can't say how much we appreciate all the time and effort that you guys put into this. Football is not easy, and it's a hard sport. And you guys, y'all make it worthy, and y'all make it easy. So appreciate you guys. This Friday night, District Championship, San Angelo, Texas. Andrews Mustangs will be taking on the Lakeview Chiefs for all the marbles. It'll be at 7 o'clock. Mustang News Network will be there live. We'll be live streaming the game on our Facebook and our YouTube. The live stream will be brought to you by Sewell of Andrews. First Downs will be brought to you by Watson Packer. The halftime show is brought to you by Chemical Services. And if you can't get to the game and you can't watch us on your phone, I tell you what you do is you get down to Redneck Paradise Bar and Grill, the official watch party sponsor of the Mustang News Network. They'll be carrying the game as well. And always remember, folks, it's a great day to be a Mustang.